sound coming. Oh? Ah, okay. There we go. I think you can hear me now. I think. I hope. I hope you can hear me. um, I'm trying to watch the stream to get an idea of what. Makes it rather difficult. What's happening? Sound is on. Okay, I know sound should be coming through. I just don't know why I don't coming good. Hello? Ah, all right. There we go. Okay. Okay. Can I be heard now? Oh. Is that what's going? Oh, lovely. Um, um, okay. I think I can be heard now. I think. I hope. I hope I can be heard now. Um, that was an unexpected problem to have. All right. Anyways, there we go. Double check. Okay. Can I hear it coming through now? That's the question. I can. All right, good. Okay. Okay, audio is real. The audio is real. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. I'm alive. um Oh, this is messing with my head because normally I have a monitor on like to my right, and I've got it down below me because that's where my drawing tablet is, and it's messing with my head. Um just trying to like figure out where everything is. Anyways, um now I'm also gonna try and get this bloody tablet pen to work. I didn't do any troubleshooting beforehand, like a dumbass. So now I've got to figure out freaking. There we go. Come on, come on. Let's get this fixed. Fix the mistakes. Go over here. All right. Um. No, it's not what we. Well, I can actually see where that could. Maybe I could try it. Not always in the way. Maybe. Something to think about. I think if I do that, yeah, there we go. Now it's back to working. Lovely. Anyways, um, so something that I've wanted to do for a while and I always forget, uh, is I want to make a slightly better. I want to make a slightly better, like a profile picture because currently I don't really have one for the channel. I think that could be fun. Problem is uh, I can do good looking environments, but I severely struggle when it comes to I can do really good environments, but I very much struggle when it comes to stuff that's like people, animals, things that move, that kind of stuff. I personally tend to very much struggle with that. Um and so this is gonna be this experience. I try and draw a character that a friend and I designed, little squirrel thing you see in front of you. I just need to do a face. It's just hard. It just isn't something that I'm like great at. Anyways, um, probably make like a sketch or something. Um, okay. Had to be fairly big, kind of size we're here. Because we have this full canvas. Want like generally the head's gonna take up kind of the center. Head's gonna take kind of like our center area, and then you're gonna have body that comes off of that. This is my gosh. This is reminding me how much I dislike drawing people. I am being rather silly and drawing pretty much entirely from reference here. Well, just not reference, just memory. And so, there tends to be issues that can pop up when you're doing that could be avoided if I was patient. um, but regardless of that, we're gonna try anyways. Um, I wouldn't be crazy if I did it. There, I, gosh, I'm feeling how long it's been since I last drawn a person. Ugh. Anyways, oh God, uh, um, um, people, what do people like things? Um, like I need to adjust where head is facing slightly. Directly front, up a little back. Let's see. Yeah. All right. Lovely. Uh, oh gosh, I'm feeling how long it's been. I'm so bad. Um, facial expressions or something. Yeah, yeah, those are cool. For things that I did well here. Um, like Vader. I don't like that. Bad. Oh, why can't I draw a head? I don't want to draw a person. Sucks. I also don't know what else to replace it with. That I think is part of the problem. Also, I hope I'm being well. I hope. I really don't want to draw a person. I don't know what else to do. Um, I why are people so hard to draw? Oh God. I'm just gonna look up pictures of people and be like, yeah, yeah, that's what a person looks like. I can try and make someone who looks less, I guess. Well, I think I know what part of the problem is. I think part of it is I think the eyes are a tad too large, and the head needs to come in a bit at the eyes. There we go. Having to relearn art. You. Let's see. That can come in. Goes 10 eyes all the way up here. That comes down pretty far. You get super basic lips. Nothing special. I think the big spot where I messed up here was the eyes. I think I made, for the kind of style we're going for, I think I made the eyes a little too small. I had for the part. And it should appear closer on this side than that side because the head's tilted slightly. And because this side is going to look like it comes over bottom part of the eye. I get tapered off. The other side's a little more, I guess, similar on both sides. Something like that. Uh, then you have eyebrows. Thing. Okay. Ah, there we are. Just a tad larger. Next. Necks are so weird. Necks are like such a weird thing to me. I always find them way more difficult to draw than they really should be. I think, oh, this is my estimated like difficulty for drawing a neck, and then it always ends up being loads harder than you think it's gonna be. Like if the head's tilted slightly, that's gonna be cutting off a lot of it. So I guess relative thickness, the viewer. Um Oh, I just figured out like mentally resource intensive it is. Be talking for long periods of time like this. All right, okay, that's kind of like a decent looking, very, 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 very basic facial area. Need hair. And I have a rough idea of what her hair should look like. Um, and she's gonna need some clothing. So I think clothing wise, I'm gonna keep the scarf. I don't know if I'm gonna do the trans scarf though. Gonna be the front of it. Well, I guess it should probably like for depth, it should kind of go under her chin, right? So like it comes from back here. Well, I guess no, because if we're thinking about where it's coming from back here. One that's on the inside like this, on this like very tight area. Then the outside of this top part goes something more like that. Get kind of this going on. You're obviously not going to see a lot of this area, and that's not going to be there. It's just kind of for show. Do something kind of like this, right? You got the rough scarf kind of looking thing, and then it can come down on a side. Here, and then you can, and then it comes out of like the main bundle. All right. Yeah, and then it comes out of this main bundle kind of zone, and you have a little, the kind of like the other side of it coming out over here just to add some depth to the piece. I'm gonna make, and this is gonna look a lot nicer when it's done. I realize that this is a very, very blocky interpretation of it. I just needed to throw some shapes together. Um, all right. Or clean up on it so you can kind of see how it's all supposed to look. None of that is supposed to be seen. Now you have the shoulders, you got the scarf kind of covering them. Um, It'd be definitely more proper texture done on the actual line art for this. Um, but then yeah, and then there can be some sort of like a repeating pattern. It could be like a really simple pattern. It could be something that's a little bit more complex. I don't know yet. Um, I also know exactly how I want to render this. I don't know if I just leave it as line art or do the full thing. We'll find out at some point. I'm gonna lower her down. Okay. So now, she needs her ears. Because we're not gonna do human ears, because I personally think it's very creepy to have two sets of ears on the human animal like hybrid creatures. I think it just looks wrong. Um, Here, I need to look up red squirrels because that's what she's based on. Because they've got very fun looking ears. Um, they're nowhere near. They're not like, yeah, because I think this is wrong. They're not really. Come on. Ah, not what I wanted. Okay. Um, Work. Oh dear. Um. Okay. Ah, we're back. Yay. Thing. Okay. So if you look at red squirrel ears, right? You see how they're very like upright. They're very fluffy. And I quite like how that looks personally. Um, oh, and it happened again. Okay. Uh, so I'm thinking is gonna look rather nice on this is if my darn pen would decide to work on this tablet instead of not working. Oop, there we go. Okay. Why aren't you working? Ah, sigh. I guess. Oh, like that did a thing. But for some reason the pen itself isn't. Haha, there we are. Unthing. Way. Normally, I guess I'll just erase it. Anyways, um, so what I'm thinking is, given the ears, they're very very fluffy. I'd show you, but I don't really have it set up in a way for me to show you. What we're gonna have is fairly large ears, right? We have fairly large ears. How it's set up. Oh, and it decided to stop working again. I don't know why. Um. Anyways, I guess this is why I can't. Every time I stream crit, it always goes terribly wrong every single time. It never works. Never wants to work. And it's so annoying. Because see, it's working on another software. It's just explicitly not working on Krita. Which makes me think Krita's the problem. Which means I may have to put this aside just to do in my own time. Because she's not working. And I don't know why. If somebody knows, please tell me. That'd be great. I guess, for lack of anything better to do. There we go. I'm on a house now. Well, maybe I take a nap or something. That's not gonna work. Yeah, I'll probably eat. Doodles.